Hello, tower risers and fighters, climbers, even contractors and painters. Welcome back to Soul Calibur 4 on Xbox 360. Going back to the ever addicting video minigame mode called the Tower of Lost Souls. On the 11th floor, the one and only floor that we have to ascend. The first boss battle in which there's only one floor to go through. We have to defeat a variant of angle fear. Yes, it's that fear that you get while you're taking a geometry test and you're not sure if it's a right angle or isosceles.
Now, I know that we've not actually seen character creation mode yet, but what's the color wheel like in this game, or do we not have one?
Oh, you can really customize the colors and appearances of your characters using a color wheel. Very, very useful. Like in the Dark Souls Bloodborne type sense, so you could just make any color you want. As long as you know what the color making swatches mean.
Okay, so the actual mission here is specifically to use your soul crush, but Past Cloud is very clearly adamant against doing that.
Past Cloud is hell-bent on wringing out all of the non-boss enemies on this floor, working our way up to the finale. A quartet of scantily clad women. And as we advance through the roster of enemy fighters, so too do we deplete them of clothing and outerwear.
Okay, so now you have to deal with this variant of Song Mina, despite the fact that they say it's Angle Fear, but it's not. She's very clearly based on Song Mina.
And I did confirm just by the video that she does have Nullify Ring out. There's an invisible wall.
She also has auto throw break as well.
Meaning that you're not gonna have much of a way of cheesing out your opponent.
Yeah, you're supposed to be using your Soul Crush on her, and Past Cloud just refuses to do so.
Right, the ultimate attack. That's why she's blocking so often, because blocking is going to stop incoming damage to your health bar, but your armor and your weapons are going to start. Your armor, at least, I don't think your weapon can break in any of the modes, but your armor can. And it's armor breakages that bring you closer to that perilous Soul Crush state that would allow you to lose automatically as long as you get Soul Crushed. Also, she doesn't have auto break grapple so much unless I just got lucky, because remember, you can ring out opponents who have Nullify Ring out. You can grab opponents who have auto break grapple. It's just, what is the probability that on your next successive attempt that you're going to actually do the thing you're trying to do?
Have you successfully landed any grapples on her yet?
Yeah, I got one grapple on her, so she's not immune. But she is definitely annoying with the degree to which she's blocking. But then again, if your opponent is blocking, then just keep hitting them, because you're still scoring points on. That's basically like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice posture system. Is that Soul Crush is basically like getting a posture death blow. It's a different kind of health bar that you could work on if the first one is not working. You know, the one that should be your primary focus at the top of the screen, like Mortal Kombat style. 35 years of Mortal Kombat as of this recording. We are well adept with the system.
Is Mortal Kombat 91?
It is
Mortal
91. Close enough. Okay, well, we broke one piece.
2 pieces of her equipment broke.
Hell yeah. One more to go. And I think I know which one I want to break.
She only has one more piece of equipment to break.
I want to break your gloves. Oh, if I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. Shakespeare.
But we don't have to quote Romeo and Juliet in every playthrough that we do, Mr. Cloud.
It's kind of hard to escape. Okay, Yoda, you're doing a little too much jumping around there. How about you,
You're still convinced that you, Past Cloud rather, is still convinced to not actually do the assignment. So
I think Past Cloud's preoccupation is with the edge of the arena, because this is one of the smaller arenas in Soul Calibur, and it's a circle of death all around you if you fall out.
now, do you know what the damage multiplier for counters actually is?
A counter, I think it just increases the amount of stagger that you inflict on an opponent when you do a counter attack.
Okay.
We're not talking about just any ordinary attack. We're talking about ultimate attacks. You gotta use your ultimate attack, man. And if you don't know what an ultimate attack is, well, you better find out what an ultimate attack is.
No items for you. You didn't do the mission. Bleh.
Can you imagine what movie dubs of Star Wars would sound like if the characters were all speaking a foreign language?
They probably sound slightly better, to be perfectly honest.
Slightly better. Like, we're talking about a galaxy far, far away. A long time ago.
Amateurs. Training will not save them from their destructive fate.
The hint is getting a little vague. As in, what does that even mean? Well, how about this, player? Just give the boss fight a shot and see if you can glean some information from your experience. So then maybe the hints will not be so contingent in the success here.
Claire and Lydia, okay?
So we have Lizard Man variant. No, it's not Lizard Man. Second one is Voldo.
Oh, okay, so this is one that you're actually prepared to do. Except they have cages.
Well, there is an open wall on both sides, but one of the walls is inaccessible. They want you to ring out your opponent in this one.
Right, so,
obviously.
Yeah. So this Claire is very clearly Talim.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is Talim.
Even though she looks mostly like a Red Fair Harlequin.
Yeah, it's the more theming and costuming. The motley crew.
You're leaning on Hilda's low attacks quite a bit, and I know that low kick poke is actually quite effective, but
that's a Cloud learning curve thing. I'm still at the point in the recording trials when I was mostly concentrating on low attacks because I've had the greatest success using low attacks at just connecting strikes.
Although this is although I think Keelik's low vertical staff low is actually an overhead. It's at the very least a mid.
Keelik's overhead strike is pretty effective. So too is Voldo's grab attacks.
God, I love playing with Voldo. They started poking you in response.
Heh.
We didn't do the mission, Mr. Past Cloud.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't have to do it exactly the way they want us to. Just gotta win, son.
Jillian and Enna. Okay.
Soul Gauge Vamp. That's an ability that I haven't seen yet.
That means every time that they hit you, they actually increase their own soul gauge while draining yours.
Do not let the
walls contain your rage. Once again, knock them out of the ring.
Oh my God! It's a maxi variant.
Maxi clone.
So Hilda and Keelik, unfortunately, are not going to be your #1 candidates for getting ring outs. They're great at.
Keelik can do it though. He actually has some relatively fast knockups. Like if you actually fall down with horizontal slash combos, you could probably knock Jillian out of the ring.
Almost dead, yeah. Yeah, your opponent is going to be more likely to do impacts in perfect guard if they activate the invisible ability. If you keep doing the same attack over and over again, eventually your opponent is going to get the timing down to do a perfect impact. Plant your flag in the abyss.
So is Enna also Talem?
Oh boy. No. She is.
Oh no, she's the werewolf dude, right?
The werewolf dude. Come on, whack her a little more.
I always have like the stylus flourish that you get when you continue to beat an unconscious opponent.
I freaking love beating up unconscious opponents.
Alright, and Tira once again is going to have Nullify Ring out, so...
Oh yeah, sure, take away all the
now we're supposed to do just impacts. Okay.
Right, so, remember all that advice about, throw them into the abyss, don't let the walls contain your rage? Well, you can throw all that shit out the window. I know it's the third stage of the same boss fight, but now the game is explicitly telling you you're fucked. Because while they can't get ringed out, not likely anyway, with increasing likelihood of complete ring out immunity as you advance through this trio of characters that we're on right now, then now you have to avoid getting ringed out yourself. You get to the center of the stage. It's the safest place to be.
So Rusa's Taki. Yeah, Rusa's definitely Taki.
And all the more recognizable.
Is Taki's equipment supposed to be that fragile, though?
What? That is a good question. What is there a metric that determines if you are more likely to have your equipment broken? And I think it is the same for all the equipment, because there are no stats that say, like, equipment health, just character health.
Alright. So, how do we deal with a Tyra that we don't know how to do just impacts against?
Sure. Well, how about taking out a boss that has, like, 3 times as much health as our combined health totals among characters?
It's 3 times as much health.
More, you're right, it's more like 4 or 5.
She's only at 50% higher than base health.
Spam those attacks. Keep your characters on reserve so that they will at least heal some health. You had a chance. When she does that shit, then she is leaving herself wide open for a counterattack.
Oh, yay!
Yeah,
You beat Tira.
That's right, baby.
You didn't do any of the missions.
It's alright. Mission accomplished. We did it.
Alright, in the next episode, I assume we're continuing the Tower of Lost Souls.
Oh, we're climbing up the tower. Floor after floor and bore after bore. We'll see you next time.
Be safe, everybody.